Welcome guys to this new video on web dev mobile dev, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys 10 VS Code shortcuts which are completely going to change your coding experience for the better. So the first on the list is actually going to be the control full stop shortcut, and it's a shortcut which I very much like, and what it does is it helps in auto correcting your code. So let's say we come over here where we get this error line over here. If we come and we click on control full stop, we see we are provided with some options on how to correct this code. So in this case, we're trying to use, let's say, a class which is not being imported, because this is actually a TypeScript project. We're trying to use this class which is not being imported, and they give us actually a few options on how to do this. We might actually want to change the spellings in case it was a wrong spelling, or add this import automatically. So if we just click on this first option, you see that import now is done over here for us, and the error goes away. Let's take another example, and let's say we come over here to this file and we're trying to implement an interface, but we have some variables which are not actually being defined, or some properties which are not defined in this class. If we control full stop over here, we have to implement this interface, and when we do that, it automatically adds us those imports or adds us those properties which were missing from this implementation, and yeah, the error is solved for us. So now for those of us in TypeScript, anytime you get an error, try hitting the control full stop shortcut first before looking for other means to resolve this error. So the next shortcut I'm going to be showing you guys is the Alt Shift F shortcut, and what that does is it automatically formats your code for you. So take an example of this code where we've got imports and tags all over the place, and if you want to automatically format that, just go ahead and hit on the Alt, Shift and F keys, and now you see it arranges all of that code for you, and it saves a lot of time. So the next shortcut on the list is Control F, and what that does is it brings down this search bar for us, and inside here you can literally search for any word you want in the current file that is open in VS Code. So let's search for params, and you see it returns to us all those params over here, and using the following options you can like filter how you want the search to be done. Over here we see we've got match case, and if we turn this on, it's going to match only the params which are lowercase, and that's the exact casing. So anywhere we have uppercase P, for example, is not going to be included in the search, but if we reduce this, it doesn't match the casing anymore, and we've actually got uppercase P and all of that. If we click on whole word, it's going to return to us only when we have PARM, meaning any extra or anything before is going to be excluded out of that search. So if we add params with S, that's not going to be included. So you see there are no results for param actually, but if we add an S, we get these two matches, param and param, and actually we can use these arrows over here to move over or combine to all our instances of the search word over here. And another extra to this is on click of this arrow, actually you can replace the above word with any word you type over here. So I'm going to replace param, for example, with student, and if I click on this button, you see it actually replaces all instances of params with student. And you can replace while preserving the case. Here is replace all instances, while here is to replace a single instance. So the next shortcut in line is going to be the Control Shift F shortcut. So on hit of these three keys, it actually does what Control F does, but it does this on a much more larger scale. So it searches for a particular word in your whole application. So it's going to give you all the instances of params in the whole of your application, and the options are the same. You can match keys, you can match the whole word, you can also use regex, you can still go ahead and replace, and yeah, so it does this now over in your entire application and not just in the current open file. The next shortcuts I'm going to show you guys, actually a pair of shortcuts, are the Control plus and the Control minus keys. So these are actually just used to magnify your font. On hit of the Control plus, we can actually increase that, while on hit of Control minus, you can minimize that also, whatever level you wish. Moving on to the next, we have the control and left click keys. So that's the next shortcut. On the hit of the control click keys on any function call or any component, you can actually go to the definition of that component in your code. So control click on this page, for example, takes us to this page. It actually takes you to that location or where that location is. Control click here on navbar takes you to your navbar component, and so on and so forth. So the next shortcut I'm going to show you guys is the Control Alt Right shortcut, and what that does is it creates a new work group of your current work group to the right. So let's say you have a project with many open tabs over here, and you click on the Control Alt Right keys. So what that's going to do is it creates a current work group and it sends the current file on which you were to that work group. So if I come over here to this file, which is in the first work group or the work group 1, for example, and click on the Control Alt Right key, it's going to push that file to our right work group, and we see that file which was here is now sent to this work group. And if we click on the Control Alt Left key, it sends that file back to our first work group. So these two keys, actually Control Alt Left and Control Alt Right, creates a new work group for us and helps us to navigate between those two work groups as well as push files between those two work groups. So the next shortcut is the Control Back Tick shortcut, and what that does is it opens up any closed terminal or it opens up a new terminal. So it actually opens and closes your terminal. So Control Back Tick, and we've got our terminal open, and Control Back Tick again and closes up the terminal for us real quick. Next in line is the Control B shortcut, and what that does is it closes up our sidebar for us. So Control B, and we've got that sidebar closed. Control B again and opens back that up for us. And last but not the least, we have the Control P shortcut, and what that does is it opens up a file list for us from which we can easily see all the files in our application and select the file to which we want to go to. So in a project such as this with many files, Control P, and we can easily scroll through all the files we have in this project and select any file we want to go to, and yeah, it's pretty easy to navigate between your files rather than using a tree view at the side and trying to locate any particular file. So that was it guys for some VS Code shortcuts, and if this video helped you to learn anything new, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to keep receiving updates on new videos we are going to be releasing. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.